Good morning, football fans. The energy is palpable, the anticipation is building, and the gridiron is calling. The NFL is buzzing, the headlines are ablaze, and the sports analysts are working overtime. Darren Waller is back. He's stepping back onto the field, ready to make his mark once again. Waller is a tight end, a position that demands both brute strength and delicate finesse. He's a rare blend of size, speed, and hands, a triple threat that keeps defensive coordinators up at night, making him a nightmare for defenses. He can outrun linebackers and outmuscle defensive backs. He's not just another player. He's a game changer, a difference maker, a force to be reckoned with. When healthy, he's among the league's elite, a true Pro Bowl caliber talent. Waller transforms offenses, adding a dynamic element that opposing teams must account for, giving quarterbacks a reliable, game-changing target, a player they can trust in crucial moments. He's a Pro Bowler, an honor that speaks volumes about his skill and impact on the game. Recognized as one of the best at his position, a testament to his hard work and dedication. His journey is inspiring, a story of perseverance and triumph over adversity. He's overcome personal struggles to reach the top, proving that anything is possible with determination and resilience, making him a role model for resilience. He shows us that even in the face of challenges, we can rise above and achieve our goals. Fans connect with his story, drawn to his authenticity and his unwavering spirit, cheering even louder for his return. They know what he's capable of, and they're excited to see him back in action. His unretirement, a decision that sent ripples of excitement throughout the football world, and move to the Miami Dolphins, a new chapter in his career, a fresh start in a vibrant city, has sent shockwaves through the league. Everyone is wondering how he'll fit into the Dolphins' offense and what kind of impact he'll make. For Miami, this is a game changer, a potential missing piece of the puzzle that could propel them to new heights. A player who can elevate their offense and championship hopes. The Dolphins are betting big on Waller, hoping he can help them bring home the Lombardi Trophy. Waller's presence is like a blockbuster comeback, a story that has all the elements of a Hollywood script, and everyone's eager to see what he'll do in a new uniform. Will he thrive in the Miami Heat? Will he become a fan favorite? Only time will tell. The stage is set for one of football's most exciting returns. Get ready for the Darren Waller Show. To truly understand the magnitude of Darren Waller's comeback, we need to delve into the circumstances surrounding his initial departure from the game. It wasn't a simple case of fading talent or a desire for a career change. There were deeper, more personal reasons at play. Let's revisit why he retired in the first place. What were the factors that led him to step away from the sport he had dedicated so much of his life to? In June 2024, at just 31 years old, an age where many tight ends are still in their prime, Waller shocked the NFL world by stepping away from the game, a decision that reverberated throughout the league and left fans wondering what had prompted such a move. It wasn't due to declining skills or a lack of passion for the sport, but rather a serious health scare he experienced in late 2023. This health event served as a major turning point in his life and career. That event forced him to reevaluate his priorities and ultimately prioritize his long-term well-being over the immediate demands and pressures of professional football. It was a courageous and respected decision, one that highlighted the importance of personal health and well-being in a high-stakes environment. He needed time to fully recover, both physically from the health scare and mentally from the stress and pressure of the NFL. Rehabilitation became his new focus. He was putting his long-term future and health ahead of his immediate career aspirations, a decision that spoke volumes about his character. During his time away from the gridiron, Waller immersed himself in his other passion, music. He dedicated himself to exploring his musical talents, releasing original songs, and using his creative expression to find a new sense of identity and purpose beyond the world of football. He was redefining himself. This wasn't just a casual hobby to pass the time. It was a serious and dedicated pursuit, a genuine exploration of his artistic capabilities. It was a powerful demonstration that he's more than just a football player. He's a multifaceted individual with diverse talents and passions. His retirement wasn't about any perceived inability to perform or any off-field controversy. It was fundamentally about prioritizing his health and embarking on a journey of personal growth. He made the decision to step away on his own terms, taking control of his narrative and prioritizing his well-being. And that makes his decision to return to the NFL all the more compelling and intriguing. Now, after having ample time to heal both physically and emotionally and to reflect deeply on his future, Waller's decision to come back to football carries a significant weight, not just for him, but for his team and the entire league. It's abundantly clear that he's not just returning to play football. He's returning with a renewed sense of purpose and a burning desire to compete. He's returning not just for the love of the game, but for himself, driven by a personal motivation to prove what he's still capable of achieving. All of this context combines to make his comeback one of the most powerful and inspiring stories in the world of sports today. Waller's journey is about far more than just football statistics and on-field performance. It's a testament to the human spirit, a story of resilience, and a journey of rediscovering oneself after facing significant challenges. After a year away, Waller's competitive fire is back. He hasn't cited one reason, but it's clear. He feels healthy, misses the game, and sees a perfect fit with the Dolphins. Time off, let his body heal, and at 32, he's likely fresher than before. Miami's high-powered offense, led by coach Mike McDaniel and stars like Tyreek Hill, creates an ideal situation for a tight end of Waller's caliber. The chance to join a Super Bowl contender and play a key role is a huge motivator. Ultimately, Waller's return is about love for the game and finishing his story on his own terms. Sometimes you don't realize what you miss until it's gone. For Waller, football is still where his heart is. Waller's move to Miami wasn't simple. It was a carefully orchestrated series of events involving multiple teams and a unique set of circumstances. This wasn't a straightforward free agency signing. There were layers of complexity that needed to be navigated. He was still under contract with the Giants when he retired. This created an unusual situation, as the Giants still held his rights despite his decision to step away from the game. His contract status meant he couldn't simply sign with any team he chose upon his return. The Giants held his rights, so a trade was necessary for him to play elsewhere. This meant that any team interested in acquiring Waller's services would have to negotiate a trade package with the Giants to secure those rights. It added an extra hurdle to the process. The Dolphins, eager to add a dynamic playmaker to their offense, negotiated a deal. They saw Waller as a potential game-changer and were willing to work with the Giants to make the acquisition happen. The negotiations were delicate, requiring careful consideration of both teams' needs and objectives. Ultimately, they landed on an agreement, sending a conditional 2026 sixth-round pick to New York. This pick's value is tied to Waller's performance and playing time, making it a low-risk investment for the Dolphins. The conditional part protects Miami if Waller doesn't play much, or if he's unable to return to his previous level of performance. It's a safeguard against the uncertainty surrounding his return from retirement. In return, the Dolphins also get a 2027 seventh-round pick from the Giants. This small sweetener adds a little extra value to the deal for Miami, providing them with an additional asset in a future draft. Essentially, Miami moves down slightly in a future draft for the chance to add an elite tight end now. They're betting that Waller can regain his Pro Bowl form and provide an immediate boost to their offense, making the small drop in the draft order worthwhile. After the trade, Waller signed a one-year deal with the Dolphins, officially marking his return to the NFL. This was the final piece of the puzzle, solidifying his commitment to the team and setting the stage for his comeback. Worth up to $5 million, mostly incentive-based. This structure minimizes the Dolphins' financial risk while providing Waller with the opportunity to earn significant money based on his performance and contributions to the team. It's a smart, low-risk move for Miami, allowing them to potentially add a high-impact player without breaking the bank or committing to a long-term contract. If Waller returns to form, it's a bargain. He could become a key weapon in their passing game, providing quarterback Tua Tagovailoa with a reliable target and opening up opportunities for other receivers. If not, the team isn't tied to a long-term commitment. They can move on without significant financial repercussions, maintaining their flexibility to pursue other options in the future. For a contender, this is the kind of calculated risk you take. Teams with Super Bowl aspirations often make these types of moves, hoping to find that missing piece that can put them over the top. Both sides get what they want. The Giants receive draft compensation for a player who had retired, while the Dolphins get a chance to add a potentially elite talent to their roster. Waller gets a fresh start, a chance to revitalize his career in a new environment, and Miami gets a potential difference maker, a player who could elevate their offense to new heights. The deal shows Miami's urgency to win now. They're not content to wait for the future. They're actively seeking ways to improve their team and compete for a championship immediately. Waller's arrival is a statement move, signaling that the Dolphins are serious about contending and willing to take calculated risks to achieve their goals. It's a bold move that could pay off handsomely. Waller's career is a story of redemption. Drafted by the Ravens in 2015 as a wide receiver, he battled off-field issues and suspensions early on. His career turned around with the Raiders, where he switched to tight end and became a star. In 2019 and 2020, he posted back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons and earned a Pro Bowl nod. He was a matchup nightmare. Too fast for linebackers, too big for defensive backs. After a trade to the Giants, injuries limited his impact, but flashes of brilliance remained. Now he brings his experience, production, and resilience to Miami. Waller's journey is proof that perseverance pays off. Adding Waller is like turbocharging Miami's already explosive offense. With Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle stretching defenses, Waller gives Tua Tagovailoa a big, reliable target over the middle. Defenses now face impossible choices: double the receivers and risk Waller, or vice versa. Waller's size and catch radius make him a go-to option in clutch moments. Coach McDaniel's creative schemes will maximize Waller's versatility as both a receiver and blocker. His presence opens up the run game and eases coverage on other playmakers. If healthy, Waller could be the missing piece that makes Miami's offense unstoppable. The Dolphins' attack just became even more unpredictable. Waller's impact will be felt across the entire unit. Waller's arrival signals a new era for Miami's tight ends. The Dolphins move from a committee approach to a true star at the position. Earlier, they signed Jonnu Smith but quickly pivoted, trading him to make room for Waller. This bold move shows Miami's front office is all in on winning now. Waller instantly becomes the top tight end, raising expectations for the whole group. Durham Smythe and others will shift to supporting roles, learning from a Pro Bowler. The standard is higher and the offense is more dangerous. Miami's message is clear. They're chasing a Super Bowl, and Waller is a key piece. The tight end room just got a superstar leader. Waller's return is exciting but not without challenges. Health is the biggest question. Recent injuries and a serious health scare led to his retirement. Shaking off rust after a year away won't be easy. Timing and chemistry with Tua will take work. Expectations are sky high and early struggles could bring scrutiny. At 32, he'll need to rely on experience and craft if he's lost a step athletically. The Dolphins must manage his workload to keep him fresh for a playoff run. Overcoming these hurdles is key to making his comeback a true success. Waller's mindset and resilience will be tested. Waller's return is bigger than just one team. It shakes up the entire NFL. The Dolphins become even more dangerous in a loaded AFC, raising the stakes for everyone. Waller's story of resilience and comeback inspires fans and players alike. Miami's bold move signals their championship intent, energizing their fan base. The league benefits from having a unique star talent back on the field. His presence creates new matchups and storylines every week. Whether he regains Pro Bowl form or not, all eyes will be on Miami. Waller's comeback is one of the defining stories of the 2025 NFL season.